Alright. We did the Yamato last. We're going to do the Bungo this time. We're going to demount. I actually am going to take November Foxtrot for the spotter. Don't really need anything else. We are running a build for 93-second action time to try to get 3 salvos off during each spotter plane. Commander's not level 21 yet. The last 2 will be these 2. But we'll get there when we get there. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we get. We kind of don't like to see this. Don't mind the sub, but lack of cruisers is not ideal. Again, operations is mostly about damage output, and generally speaking, cruisers are the best at that. Okay. There's 2 ways to play this map. Either you can cheese for an early end, or you can sit back near the heel and quote-unquote farm damage, and then try to push for the win. We're going to get damage while we can, but we will prioritize the objectives first, which is the aerodromes. So, that will be our first priority. In this case, we're going to push forward, angle like this, to try to get shots off on the, believe the Yoshino that's over here, or the Zao. And then, focus the other cruisers. Right, we overmatch 30 mil, 457s, so that's our priority, is to nuke the enemy cruisers. We're going to turn in a little bit to get a wider angle so that when we start angling to get our guns off on the ship over here, we don't have to angle in so far to this, like to here. We can angle like this because we're going wide. Why should we radaring? At least shortly. So, hey, guys, if you have radar, please use it. You don't want to wait until they're spotted and then radar. You want to radar first because you don't want them to get so close. Alright, these DDs being so close just allows them to torpedo later, which means they're going to torpedo when they're closer to you, which is, for obvious reasons, not ideal. Alright. Also, Hawaii players, if you have an angle to use AP, your AP damage output is significantly higher. We're going to ignore that. We're going to keep pushing for the cruiser over here. We don't quite have the range to see the cruiser yet, so we're just going to try to get in range. We're going to angle our guns. Hello, Liberty ship. There's the Zao. Return for the Zao. Thank you, Liberty ship. Wait for the... There we go. Shells out. Let's see. Shells went a little bit low. That's A-okay. Going back to the left a little bit. We're not quite in range for the Yoshino yet. We're going to aim ahead, because he's fast turning out. There we go. It's the beauty of Bungo dispersion. It's so good. Yoshino is our next target. We do overmatch him, so this is good. So we can just kind of aim center. He's going to be moving forward to the left a little bit. As you can see, so we got 3 shots off. Because we're running the consumable, and slot 5, we're going to be able to get a 4th shot off just before this spotter plane goes down. He's going to be turning out. This is fine. We could shoot the Ozma. He is like a better target, nose on, but that's okay. There we go. We're gonna turn our guns. We're gonna start turning our ship. We're gonna start going north. There we go. That is 2 dead. That is beautiful. It's 1 destroyer dead. Yeah. Gonna let the Hawaii know there are definitely torpedoes coming in. And he should be hydroing. There we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships dead. So the other two remaining destroyers over here are going to start turning away. This is part of why we like to come down this way and then go back up. Is because when you push down this way, if you keep going down this way, they will torpedo. And if I kept going over there, I'd be in the way. Right? I'd be like over here somewhere. I don't want to do that, so that's why I hook back up. Just right there. Yeah, it looks like he has a broken engine. He's probably want to die first. I'm surprised I stuck that. Okay. Kill secure. Kill seal. Let's be honest. Let's be real. We're final on damage. We haven't done a lot of tanking though. To be fair, we have a Libertad, we have a Thunderer, we have a Napoli in Hawaii. Like, they just kind of hold W, and there's not much you can do to really get in front of them. This is not a speedy ship, so to say. I mean, 30 knots is kind of standard. Anything less than 30 is slow. 30 is standard. More than that's decently fast. I think I should have led a little bit further ahead. Yeah. 2. That's not bad. We got 1 buff. We got at least 2 buffs. This is ideal. It's 2% per. That's nice. I don't recall if the Yugumo torpedoed or not. I would suspect him to torpedo the Libertad, so we're going to keep an eye on the right side of our ship. The last 2 destroyers that are pushing us are up here. Then we have the Otago, and then whatever is over here. Speaking of, there they are. Nose in. See what we can get. It's not terrible. We're going to start heading straight west. Try to cap the point and get in a position to deal with the Otago. Lepanto is probably going to get torped. Yeah, this is why you don't sit still when you know there's going to be torpedo DDs. You have to angle in. Like, if you sit still, you're asking to get torp nuked. Now, we could use our spotter plane and start shooting the aerodromes from here. But, like I said, I'm going to help with the Otago first. That is the fast way to end this game, is you can use your spotter plane, use the spotter view, shoot over the islands, and nuke the aerodromes for free. Like this. Hello, Midway. Alright. Yes. This is fine. This is acceptable, I suppose. We do not overmatch Atago's deck armor. That is something to keep in mind. He should be turning at some point. I'll try to hit his nose. We'll see. Maybe his rear. Yeah. Just hit his top deck, bounced through his superstructure. I didn't mean to hit diamond. Yeah. There we go. Ideally, Bilal would have cleared someone's out already, but it appears that is not the case. This Yoshino is angling really hard for these DDs. Okay. I was expecting him to turn in, so all of those kind of whiff. It's fine, he's going to start turning out. We secured the capture point, that's good. Now let's start turning in. We're going to kind of follow the Balao and Thunderer. Hold up. We have the Atago here. Let's see if we can't sneak those over. Now, fun fact, this Atago here takes half Citadel damage for whatever reason the developers decided that. Like, you can see we got a Citadel. One Citadel, one overpin. Citadel should be doing 1350, but we only did 7,000. Because, like I said, he only takes half Citadel damage. We're gonna deal with the Yoshino. That's not ideal. Can't see the Yoshino. Atago's turning around. Okay. 3 overpins. I'm gonna start pulling back a little bit. We see the Thunderer turning out. That's fine. We're gonna be focused soon. So we're gonna wait. I see the Libertad pushing up behind me to my right. There we go. Libertad's starting to push in. We're gonna start pushing in with them. You want to push as a team. I'm going to ask the Thunderer to start pushing in, since we are. Let him assist. You want to try to finish off this Yoshino? There we go. Oh, I think we eat one here. I think we eat a torpedo. Yeah, we do. We just speed up. We can nuke this Takahashi much more easily than the Yodo. There we go. We'd rather the Hawaii focus on the DDs. So we're going to try to kill the Clausewitz so the Hawaii can change targets. Or we're just going to request him to. Fantastic. We're going to use a spotter plane. Clausewitz is turning out. Use a spotter for better dispersion. Aimed a little high, unfortunately. Clausewitz should be dead. Good stuff. Surveillance radar for the motorboat. not going to bother. We will shoot the Harugumo instead. His engine's broken, so he's hardly moving. I'm going to swap to HEs to start shooting the aerodromes. Libertad goes down, unfortunately. Harugumo kills the Bilal. We're requesting Hawaii focus on the motorboat right in front of us. Okay, Thunder is finally turned around. So notice how far he turned out. He's been down here this entire time, whereas Libertad and I and Hawaii have pushed in. I'm gonna tell him to hydro when he can, because they do have their torps ready. Yep, like I thought. I honestly probably should have picked this up. Wasn't really paying attention. Well, he's going to pick up a bunch of those buffs. He's going to kill those. So we're going to shoot this Hayate once, and then turn our guns for the... Oh. Okay. And for our secondaries on the AA defenses. Get those dead first. Napoli's probably taking aggro from the Ibuki. Yes, he is. We have a decent side angle on him. Secondaries on the other AA. Ibuki's moving decently fast. I think I aimed a little low. Yeah, I think I aimed a little low on that. Yeah. All the shells went in the water. Unfortunate. I'm going to start turning in towards this. 4 minutes left. We'll get one salvo off on the Ibuki, then turn our guns for the aerodrome. Unless he dies. If he dies... Yep, okay, cool. We'll go ahead and launch at the Harugumo and then turn, because we're loaded right now. Got 3 pins. We can chill here. Finish this out. Decent damage. Not much tanking. Again, not exactly a fast ship. Not really able to be in front, but that's a-okay. Targeted key targets. Helped the team. Pushed up when everyone else was. All very ideal. Yeah. Hawaii doing Hawaii stuff. Hawaii is one of those ships that should almost always be at the top. I mean, okay, pause. The Bilal. This, for those who don't know, submarines have a 70% bonus base XP booster built into their buff in operations. So subs should always be at top, all right? Like, it's not difficult to get 2,500, almost 3,000 base XP in submarines. It's not difficult. So this is not... This is shit gameplay. All right, as a submarine, that's pretty bad. Hawaii doing Hawaii things, fantastic. Libertad doing Libertad things, fantastic. Napoli doing Napoli things. He pushed in there as well, fantastic. Thunderer, not great, not terrible. I mean, he did take a lot of plane aggro at the beginning when we pushed in. That's fine. Could have repositioned better, but that's a-okay. I understand that Lepanto died to one of those, I believe it was Yugamo's torps, or Shimikaze's torps, but, I mean, we have a very vanilla Bungo way up here. Lepanto should be doing better. This is poor gameplay. These two, poor. Everyone else, decently fine. So, good stuff. Just a standard Bungo gameplay. I don't hate battleships. They're just limited in their capabilities. At least the vanilla battleships. I will be playing the Iwami, the Colombo. I'll be playing the Mecklenburg and Massachusetts in later videos to show like what brawling battleships can do and what ships with utility can do, like torpedo utility, like Iwami or Mecklenburg. But vanilla battleships like Montana, Vermont, Yamato, Bungo, the older tech line ships, they're not bad. It's not they're not great, not terrible. Right? Pretty vanilla, pretty standard. Obviously when you have ships like these two right here, like this is pretty much just the ships themselves doing half of what they're getting, and then the other half is just decent play. But yeah, GG's. Enjoy. God bless all.